One Zambia, One Nation. To present the news, I am Angel Hall. The headlines. Rescue efforts for trapped miners intensify in Chingola. Distribution of 2023 and 2024 food security park farming inputs progressing. Zambia commemorates International Day of Persons with Disabilities. And tour of the AFCON Trophy in Zambia to boost morale for the 2024 AFCON Games. And now the news in detail. Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo says the rescuing effort for the 31 miners trapped in a tunnel in Chingola has continued. Mr. Matambo, who visited the site, says for the past 3 days since the accident occurred, no miner has been retrieved, and the public will be kept informed about the operation of the rescue team. He explained that the miners who were still underground, where they were operating from on Thursday, got trapped as a result of water that was filled in the 3 tunnels they were in. More in the following report.
From the time a report was made that several miners have been trapped under the ground where they were mining copper, not even a single body has been retrieved. Efforts so far are being made to ensure that the risk team does a good job to ensure that all miners are retrieved. This is one of the tunnels where some of the miners have been trapped under. As they were working in the night, water came through and filled this tunnel, and some of them are believed to be trapped under here, and all efforts is being made to ensure that they are retrieved from it. About Minister Elisha Matambo and the Chingola Member of Parliament Chipoka Mulenga also visited the site to find out what is going on, especially to even check on what the rescue team is doing at this pit.
Best to put up, to post the team together with Honorable Minister. We needed manpower, which we have tried to put together, and we want to work throughout the night, all of us, so that we can manage to retrieve our boys. So if we put the total number, it should be 16 at one place, plus 5 on the other place, that is 21, and 10 on the other place, that is 31. It may be a little bit more or less, but it's around that figure from the information we have picked from the people who were present and that were those places.
I want to lobby as Member of Parliament. Chingola Banandi Wonse. We have our brothers and sisters, or should I say brothers, who are trapped. I think we need to pray together. We need to unite and work together and see that trapped. This is a time when we stood as one people. We have got a lot of security agencies that have come to support us. Minister, I want to thank the engineering squadron from Mufulira, the army that have come to help us, the Zambia National Service, and our police.
The Army Lieutenant Colonel has also explained the efforts the rescue team is making to ensure that the work is done.
The explosives, so when you look at all this ground, it's so weak. So if you're going to engage any people, it means to come down. Yes. So which will not guarantee the safety of those inside. But the way they've gone in, I think the cry is just for manpower.
Some of the miners who were operating from this pit, which was once for Nchanga mine, explained how their friends got trapped underground.
Amenshi busanzo bwa amenshi bwabengirire amenshi pari pamulu ya rupiri pari chima kwa chichikuru chari kata amenshi ayengi sana ayengi so no mafta chiri amenshi oko chai kate kalfe kanono rera amenshi amaka ya pressure ya sasunka chire chine chitofu echakonkera abantu yonsa amenshi mulamba.
It was water that caused the problem as it filled the tunnels where there were miners. Even the person who was sent to go and tell the friends also was pushed into the tunnel. One of the members who were operating at this pit has also explained to the minister about how the incident happened and also the number of people that has been trapped under this tunnel.
So I said that, but I said that
Some miners came out of the tunnel before the incident to go and eat, and they left some boys inside. They were just surprised to see the water have already filled the tunnels when they came back. There were about 3 tunnels at the time of this incident, and in all these tunnels there are miners that have been trapped, and all effort is being made to ensure that they are rescued from these tunnels. Tovini Ngombe, Zanis, Chingora District.
In Eastern Province, Minister of Information and Media Cornelius Mwetwa says the government is looking at ways to ensure stalled projects under the digital migration project are completed. Mr. Mwetwa was speaking in Chipata today when he toured the provincial television studios, which are at 80% completion. The minister is hopeful that the government will find an answer to the challenge of stalled projects. More in the following report.
It is standing at 80% completion. This is the Eastern Province Radio and Television Studio under the Digital Migration Project. This one and others in the 8 provinces have stalled, but Minister of Information and Media, Cornelius Mwetwa, is here to appreciate the works done so far.
For us, it's very important to be here. As you may recall, as a ministry, we performed a trip into China some 3 weeks ago, following up on the digital migration project, which is not complete to the extent that 10% of the project installation remain outstanding. So we had to visit China and particularly visit Star Times, who are the project implementers for this particular project and other projects within the digital migration programming. And we had an appreciation of what they are having to do, outstanding works, and also they showed us the materials and components that they are stocking in their warehouse, which they are awaiting to come and install here.
Few works are remaining.
Yeah, but this project started somewhere around 2019. I think the disbursement of the funds somehow stopped flowing in 2019. So from 2019, we have had no works done here at this site. So the site is at 80%.
Patso Dimbani, Zanis News, in Chipata District, Eastern Province.
Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Mwetwa says the government has made unprecedented headway in enacting a tobacco control law and will in the near future present the tobacco control bill to Parliament for enactment. Mr. Mwetwa says the government is aware of the anxiety among stakeholders over the delay in enacting the tobacco control bill, despite Zambia rectifying the World Health Organization and Framework Convention on Tobacco Control 15 years ago. Mr. Mwetwa said this in a speech read on his behalf by Lusaka Province Permanent Secretary Robert Kamalata during the 2023 Zambia Media Network Against Tobacco Media Awards.
The role of media in any given society cannot be overemphasized. These are journalists and other stakeholders gathered under the auspices of the Zambia Media Network Against Tobacco, ZAMNAT, to reflect on the scores made in raising awareness around effects of tobacco and nicotine.
Zambia Media Network Against Tobacco is an independent network of professional journalists committed to promoting effective, ethical and original reporting.
ZAMNAT patron and director, Professor Faston Goma, has urged media to do more in enhancing awareness around dangers of tobacco and other substances rather than the warm manner journalists have responded to the tobacco control.
Journalists must be rather on the neutral side, but they must also be responding to what is required for the moment. And from now, what we need mostly is information on health. This nation is dying, and dying from tobacco and tobacco use.
Minister of Information and Media Cornelius Mwetwa, represented by Lusaka Province Permanent Secretary Robert Kamalata, reiterates government's commitment in line with the World Health Organization Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, a framework Zambia has been party to for 15 years now.
Successful administrations have come and gone without domesticating the WHO FCTC. I'm therefore pleased to inform you that the new Dawn government has made unprecedented tangible headway in enacting a tobacco control law and will, in the very near future, present the tobacco control bill to Parliament for enactment.
Various journalists were awarded for raising awareness around effects of tobacco and their hard work in print, radio, television, and online publication categories, and walked away with various prizes. Lou Majila, reporting for Zanis in Lusaka.
As world leaders have converged in the United Arab Emirates to deliberate on issues of climate change at the Conference of Parties, local traditional leaders are also joining the world in calling for an end to activities that propel the degrading of the environment. Senior Chief Chitanda of the Lenje people in Central Province is appealing to relevant authorities to help curb the illicit cutting down of trees in his chiefdom, as the trend is affecting the rainfall pattern in the area. Mwangala Kapandula in Central Province now reports.
Senior Chief Chitanda of the Lenje people in Central Province is appealing to government and stakeholders to help curb the illicit cutting down of trees in his chiefdom, as the trend is affecting the rainfall patterns in the area. The senior chief, who spoke through his representative, is advocating for a complete stop to cutting down of trees for charcoal production.
I'd like to appreciate for the new Dawn government for the strategic plan that they've brought for these trainings for seed growers, making some seed banks, and to tackle the issue of climate change. We started in 2018, where we wrote a letter to the government to say we don't want to give any forest permit in our chiefdom because of the destruction of the forest. Because we have seen the government is losing a lot of money through DMMU, Office of the Vice President, under climate change because of the rain. The rain has been disturbed. The reason is simple. We have distracted what we have been given by God on our own.
Ecosystem-Based Adaptation Project EBA focal point person Eric Mwewa says EBA has embarked on a project to train farmers in local communities in selected provinces to help them not only improve their livelihood but also adapt to climate-smart activities.
So we are meeting the executives of the various groups. So we have come with various experts from different places in different fields. We have a livelihood expert because one component is on livelihood. We have the agriculture experts and we have community development experts. So basically, we are here to see that we now move to the next stage of this project. And one of the next steps is to establish seed banks.
Farmers in Chiyuni Ward in Central Province who are being trained on smart agriculture have appreciated the initiative under the Ecosystem Adaptation Project and other line ministries as it is beneficial to the community and the country at large.
Here today launching a program under EBA where we are learning how to plant seed growers. So these farmers who are here today, they are here to learn how to plant seed. So we have got different organizations which have come to train us how to grow seed in this area.
Zanis News, Mwangala Kapandula reporting in Chiyuni Ward, Central Province.
In Muchinga Province, the Worldwide Fund for Nature Zambia country office has reaffirmed its commitment to support the government's sustainable development agenda through proper utilization of the country's vast natural resources. The organization has also assured its further commitment to supporting government policies and regulations that seek to protect and to conserve both fauna and flora to contribute towards the attainment of Sustainable Development Goals number 13 and 15. WWF Zambia Country Director Nachilala Nkombo made the assurance in Mpika district in a speech read for her by WWF Communications Coordinator Benetria Milambo when she opened a 5-day workshop for the Sustainable Luangwa project. More in the following report.
In this 5 days workshop to induct the Mafinga District Implementation Team for the Sustainable Luangwa Project, Worldwide Fund for Nature WWF Zambia Country Office has assured government of its commitment to support the Sustainable Development Agenda through the proper utilization of the country's vast natural resources. WWF Zambia Country Director Nachilala Nkombo made the assurance in Mpika District in a speech read for her by the organization's communication coordinator, Benetria Milambo.
Let me assure you that as WWF, we will work tirelessly to deliver the project's goal, which is to reduce forest and land degradation of Luangwa Upper catchment area for enhancement protection of water resources, biodiversity, and associated community livelihoods.
In a speech read for him by Planning Officer Bwalian Semukila, Muchinga Province Assistant Director for Planning, Marta Kamende, has shown delight in the implementation of the project in Mafinga District.
The government of the Republic of Zambia is ecstatic with the coming of the Sustainable Luangwa project in Mafinga District. The administration is of the considered view that the collaborative effort between the government and cooperating partners will make significant efforts towards securing the Luangwa water resource as well as attaining sustainable development.
We have seen that there are a lot of environmental problems in the upper sub-catchment of the Luangwa River, and this is specifically in Mafinga District.
Peggy Gutinyu for Zanis in Mpika, Muchinga Province.
We take a break, and when we come back, join us for more stories.
November is packed with excitement on Topstar starting November 1. Enjoy massive discounts and save up to 50 kwacha on your antenna decoder for only 249 kwacha. Don't miss a single moment of action with unbeatable entertainment on our StarTime Sports channels as you cheer on your favorite team. For all our drama lovers, tune in to Novella E+ for the latest broken marriage vow at 2040 hours and unforgettable mind game nights on Bongwa, Champs or Quacks every Sunday at 19 hours. Experience a whole new level of entertainment by unlocking the world's finest viewing menu on the newly added channels. TLC for everyday drama and deception, ID for crime and investigations, and Discovery Channel plus more for less. So hurry now. Grab your promotional decoder at 249 kwacha today. Subscribe for only 160 kwacha now. Topstar. Enjoy affordable TV.
For news and current affairs, entertainment, sports, children's programs, and a host of other events in and beyond our borders, Zanis TV has you covered. On Channel 6 and Channel 458 on Topstar.
Welcome back. Distribution of farming inputs for the 2023 and 2024 farming under the Food Security Pack in Mufulira District has commenced. Mufulira District Administrative Officer Zakeo Kamanga, who launched the distribution, emphasized the importance of beneficiaries using the inputs for farming to enhance household food security. More in this report.
Government has commenced the distribution of farming inputs to vulnerable yet viable farmers as part of the Food Security Pack FSP program in Copperbelt's Mufulira District. Mufulira District Administrative Officer Zakeo Kamanga launched the program aiming to benefit 1,214 farmers in Mufulira.
I implore all the recipients to repay the loan in kind as loan recovery in order to ensure the program's sustainability.
Explaining the initiative, Acting District Community Development Officer Andrew Tembo stated that the focus is on female-headed households, persons with disabilities, and other vulnerable families.
We have received the inputs, D-compound 2,428 by 50 kgs and 1,214 by 50 kgs urea, 1,209 by 10 kg maize seed. Then we have also received legume last 1,214.
The beneficiaries expressed optimism that the program will significantly improve their livelihoods.
We are grateful to the government for having come to our aid to benefit from this program, because in the past we have been struggling to make our ends meet.
Meaning we'll be able to
Rachel Chisulo, reporting for Zanis in Mufulira.
In Central Province, more than 2,000 households have benefited from the Food Security Pact for the 2023 and 2024 farming season in Luona district of Central Province. The vulnerable but viable small-scale farmers received 2 by 50 kilogram bags of D compound, 1 by 50 kilogram bags of urea fertilizer, 10 kilograms of maize seed, and a 10 kilogram bag of legume seed of either soya beans or groundnuts per household. Central Province Permanent Secretary Milna Mwanakapwe was presented by Luona District Commissioner during the official launch of the program. Daniel Billy filed this report.
It's a farming season, and more than 2,000 households have benefited from the Food Security Pact for 2023-2024 farming season in Luona District of Central Province. The vulnerable but viable small-scale farmers received 2 by 50 kilograms of D compound, 1 by 50 kilograms of urea fertilizers, 10 kilograms of maize seed, and a 10 kilogram bag of legume seed of either soya beans or groundnuts per household. Central Province Permanent Secretary Milna Mwanakapwe was represented by Luona District Commissioner Chaos Meleki at the flagging off exercise.
Government nokumuna kwe bati walaya kwashani abantu abaliejo na mkola kucheshani misala bantu bela yifindule kwashisha itwashaka kwele healthy kanshi kataka wameyo neyo ngongo kwe bati bali shatenkaja ya mawapele.
And the Provincial Community Development Officer Tyson Chipeta emphasized that the FSP program is aimed at uplifting the livelihood of people in the community.
Ngamasumula kwati pali maize mulingiro kupenga bag 2 bags 50 kgs ejo binete kulile committee then kyonse mula sungira mula twitati food bank then nga mwali pira kulya bashazirya committee ya community is not government. Barasunga shenda na mazen mukeka panshu kusalama programs ama project yo mlefaya nga mlefaya figayo in different words as a community futi mkashita kulishira shinenda lama.
District Community Development Officer Ivan Sindangwa explains the package for the beneficiaries.
Compound 2 bags 50 kg, 1 bag urea 50 kg, 10 kg maize seed, and 10 kg legume, soya beans or karangeti beans. A pack ya bongo.
Meanwhile, 55-year-old beneficiary Savnes Sampole of Ndashi village commended government for implementing the program. Daniel Billy for Zanis News in Luona District, Central Province.
Still on distribution of inputs, Chadiza District of Eastern Province has reached 98% of the farm input distribution under the Farmers Input Support Program. District Agriculture Coordinator Ziko Kaengi says this This represents full redemption of 10,461 farmers and partial redemption of 3,995, giving a total of 14,356 farmers who have received farming inputs. And District Commissioner Raphael Piri has called for the distributors to finish the delivery of some remaining quantity of seeds, which include soya beans, and sunflower. More in the following report.
Chadiza District is almost done with the distribution of farm inputs under the Farmers Input Support Program by government. About 1,000 D compound and 2,000 urea fertilizers is what is remaining in the depots.
I'm very glad to state that we are almost complete. We are overrunning at 98% distribution. We are almost done with our D compound and urea, and even the maize. So we're almost complete with the distribution. We are just a bit somewhere around 92% with the legumes.
For the distributors, the remaining D compound and urea fertilizers will only take at least 4 days to complete the distribution of over 44,000 inputs.
Team urea. So basically, the distribution has been ongoing, and we've received a lot of support from the stakeholders, the government here in Chadiza, and the farmers also have been very helpful, and they've turned out in numbers, and the distribution has gone over 90%. Considering the availability of farmers is 100% for the remaining 86, we can finish by next week.
The district administration wants the rest of the soybeans and other seeds to be delivered.
This is very good. We only have very few bags of soybeans, beans and sunflower yet to be delivered in hundreds. I think precisely for soybeans we just have 395 25 kg bags to be delivered. For beans, just 434 bags to be delivered, and some sunflower, about 1,300 bags to be delivered. So we are good to go. Our farmers are very happy.
Jubel Zulu, Zanis, Chadiza District, Eastern Province.
In Lusaka Province, government has reaffirmed its commitment to upholding the rights of persons with disabilities. Minister of Community Development and Social Services Doreen Mwamba says the government stands ready to foster an inclusive society where every citizen, regardless of their abilities, have opportunities to thrive. Ms. Mwamba said this today in a speech read on her behalf by her permanent secretary, Angela Kawandami, during the 2023 International Day of Persons with Disabilities held at the showgrounds in Lusaka.
Other partners as well.
The government remains committed to its obligation with regard to the rights of persons with disabilities to work on an equal basis with others, including those who acquire a disability during the course of employment. Government, in the 2023 recruitment of teachers and health staff, has put in measures to ensure that applicants who are persons with disabilities and meet the requirements are not disadvantaged on the basis of their disability. Government has also continued to engage the private sector to promote the employment of persons with disabilities. This is all in a quest to promote inclusive and decent work for all. Ladies and gentlemen, accessibility is a cross-cutting issue that is not only restricted to the built environment, but also to transportation, information and communication, including ICT. Government acknowledges that there are still barriers and forms of discrimination which needs to be addressed.
As a member of the United Nations, it's clear we are committed to align our national policies with international frameworks and agreements. In this particular case, with the United Nations Conventions on the rights of persons with disabilities, and to align our national goals with the Sustainable Development Goals.
The agency also remains committed to eradicating the fundamental barriers that are causing the ostracism among these persons with disabilities. And such barriers include lack of accessibility in the physical and virtual environment.
In order to improve the welfare of the disabled, we have launched a donation campaign to learners with disabilities at Kablonga Boys. The learners do not have a toilet. They commute from the classes to the dormitories to use the toilets, and they end up missing classes. So we are calling on stakeholders, other organizations and well-wishers to donate with us.
The malaria burden in Vubwi district has decreased significantly with the scaled-up control efforts by the government through the Ministry of Health and the Zambia Medicine and Medical Supplies Agency. And the Vubwi District Health Administration has praised ZAMSA for the timely distribution of essential medical supplies that include malaria drugs in the area. More in the following report.
Lying deeper in eastern Zambia is Vubwi district, which was separated from Chadiza in 2012. Surrounded by thick forests and domestic animals, the area is infested with mosquitoes, which spread malaria in the area. Thanks to the government through the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency, ZAMSA, for supplying essential medicines to all its health facilities.
As a district overall, I can see we are at above 90% of essential medicines and medical products. We received our health center kits for all the facilities.
There's a consistent supply of medicines by ZAMSA. We are not having any stockouts, and the facility is well stocked with all the essential medicines.
At nearby Songea Rural Health Center, it's all smiles by health workers.
I'm so excited because we have essential medicine that we have just received from the ZAMSA and the Minister of Health, because the people of Songea, they are receiving the services at 100%.
Pethias Mutale for Zanis News in Vubwi, Eastern Province.
We take a break, but stay tuned for education news.
November is packed with excitement on Topstar starting November 1. Enjoy massive discounts and save up to 50 kwacha on your antenna decoder for only 249 kwacha. Don't miss a single moment of action with unbeatable entertainment on our StarTime Sports channels as you cheer on your favorite team. For all our drama lovers, tune in to Novella E Plus for the latest broken marriage vow at 2040 hours and unforgettable mind game nights on Bongwa Champs or Quacks every Sunday at 19 hours. Experience a whole new level of entertainment by unlocking the world's finest viewing menu on the newly added channels: TLC for everyday drama and deception, ID for crime and investigations, and Discovery Channel, plus more for less. So hurry now. Grab your promotional decoder at 249 kwacha today. Subscribe for only 160 kwacha now. Topstar. Enjoy affordable TV.
For news and current affairs, entertainment, sports, children's programs, and a host of other events in and beyond our borders, Zanis TV has you covered. On Channel 6 and Channel 458 on Topstar.
Eastern Province Minister Peter Piri says government attaches great value to efforts by stakeholders in providing quality education through infrastructure development. Mr. Piri said this when he received and handed over a 1x3 classroom block to the Department of Education built by the Nsefu Wildlife Conservation in Mambwe District in Eastern Province. More in the following report.
Education is considered one of the fundamentals of national development, and for a nation to have learned citizens, infrastructure development such as schools is key. As such, the Nsefu Wildlife Conservation has taken a step and built a 1x3 classroom block at Nsefu Day Secondary School to supplement government's efforts. Eastern Province Minister Peter Piri received and handed over the infrastructure to the Department of Education in Mambo District.
This kind of support will motivate pupils to come to school and learn, thereby increasing attendance, reducing dropout rate, particularly girls, hopefully improve learner performance in all grades at a safe day secondary school. Nangombe zawera muno mukunda tentileke bana kopya ku school center kote tukolishika ngombe msanga mu. Tigopeza mtwala bana ku ngombe tukumangani.
Nsefu Ward Councillor called on parents to allow their children attend an education, especially with the introduction of free education.
To my fellow parents, there is that tendency of marrying of your children, like the girls. Please, we have the very beautiful infrastructure now. Take your children to school, because school is a key to success in life. We know we are facing some challenges, but this time with free education.
And Senior Chief Nsefu advised people not to encroach on the land meant for school expansions.
Usangweka ukokea kile mwana kutatu no mara skulu kukwendea mara skulu usangweka pamenewa mungu ndi mweka sone maka bitapo kale bana skulu wali minzi hapo so hapa ni December wafunga kama chani kama vinasa chani ufunga kwa next January wayambe kutaite kwa grade 1 wayambe kwa skulu grade 1 asa tungo itaite yayo.
Theo Makunda for Zanis in Mambo District, Eastern Province.
Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, in collaboration with the Habitat for Humanity Zambia, has handed over a borehole at Muyoya Basic School in Solwezi District of Northwestern Province. Speaking during the handover ceremony, Solwezi District Commissioner Anthony Fulwe says access to clean and safe water is a fundamental basic human right and helps in the management of hygiene, thereby preventing waterborne diseases. More in the following report.
Access to clean and safe water is essential and a basic need for every citizen. The Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, in partnership with Habitat for Humanity Zambia, has handed over a water point at Muyoya Basic School in Solwezi District. Solwezi Acting District Commissioner Anton Fulwe graces the event.
Clean water is not only essential for drinking, but also for ensuring good health, proper hygiene, and the prevention of multiple waterborne diseases.
Zambia Airports Corporation Limited is represented by Frank Muntali, the Vice Board Chairperson.
It's not a coincidence that Muyoya Community School was chosen as the recipient of water kiosks. We actively seek out of schools within communities in which we operate, as we believe health and hygiene go hand in hand with the development of young minds through education, and therefore are imperative for our children's sustainability.
Matabo Makuta is the Habitat for Humanity Zambia National Director.
It's now our collective duty to ensure the continued functionality, cleanliness, and accessibility of this water point. Together, we must embrace a culture of water conservation, education, and equitable distribution.
The school head teacher is elated with the development.
I would like to thank Zambia Airports Corporation Limited for their financial support in the construction of the water point that will go a long way in providing clean and safe water to our learners.
Water is life, sanitation is health. Muchechpoya for Zanis, Solwezi District, Northwestern Province.
Back to Southern Province, where Provincial Permanent Secretary Dr. Namani Monze says the government remains committed to responding to challenges affecting the Zambian people in every chiefdom. Dr. Monze said the government has continued to demonstrate this across all sectors through the equitable distribution of the Constituency Development Fund that is empowering communities with livelihoods through loans and grants. He said this when he graced the 2023 Wangande Luindi traditional ceremony of Chief Simamba of Siavonga And Chief Simamba said his chiefdom is happy to be among the many chiefdom receiving various developmental projects that are beneficial to the people. Kalunga Musonda has the details.
This is the Lwindi Baganda ceremony of the Tonga-speaking people of Chief Simamba in Siavonga district, an annual traditional ceremony celebrated to pay homage to the spirit of ancestors for good harvest and onset of the rains.
The ceremony is an annual event which is held to pay homage to the spirits of the departed chiefs and to also request for other favors such as good rainfall in the preceding year.
Government wants to see cultural transmission enhanced through such ceremonies.
Accept that the time to look at traditional ceremonies as a passive social gatherings are long gone. Traditional ceremonies are centers of cultural preservation and expression and provide opportunities for boosting local businesses to both small and large enterprises.
The Permanent Secretary also used this platform to highlight various infrastructure development in the district.
The government has continued to demonstrate this throughout the country in all the sectors, including education, health, and commerce and trade. At Matua Secondary School, government has built a 1x3 classroom block and waterborne ablution blocks. Mundulundulu Primary School, government has built a 1x2 classroom block.
And the traditional leadership pledged commitment to supporting government's developmental agenda for the chiefdom.
Of the chiefdom, and indeed on my own behalf, I promise to remain loyal and to work with the government of the day in its endeavors to actualize its campaign promises to the people during the 2021 campaign. The guests of honor, I also wish to take this opportunity to thank my Royal Highnesses, both from Zimbabwe and Zambia, for supporting our ceremony. This is what it should be: one Zambia, one nation, and one Africa.
The traditional ceremony was attended by 5 different traditional leaders from Southern Province and 4 traditional leaders from the neighboring Zimbabwe. Kalunga Musonda, Zanis News, Siavonga District, Southern Province.
Finally, in sports news, government says the tour of the Confederation of the Africa Football Trophy in Zambia will help build momentum for the upcoming AFCON tournament slated for January 2024 in Ivory Coast. Sports Permanent Secretary Kangwa Chileshe said the tour will further motivate the Chipolo Polo team to perform better as they participate in the tournament next year. Chileshe said this at a cocktail celebration for the trophy tour last night, sponsored by tournament head sponsor Total Energies. Here's a report.
On its 8th stop of the tour of African countries that have qualified for the 2023 AFCON tournament, the AFCON trophy is finally in Zambia, ahead of the 34th AFCON tournament slated for Ivory Coast from January 13th to February 11th, 2024. The cup is being hosted by title sponsors Total Energies, and tonight government, soccer fans and the general public get a chance to experience the trophy. Government says it is optimistic that the trophy will help to increase enthusiasm for the tournament among soccer fans in the country.
The trophy getting closer to the Zambian football fans will help build momentum ahead of the start of next year's competition, where our own Zambian national football team, the Chipolo Polo, have qualified. Take a hand of applause. It's been a while. The Africa Cup of Nations trophy is not just a simple victory on the football field, but it represents the dreams and aspirations of millions of young athletes across the continent. And it also serves as a reminder that with determination, teamwork, and resilience, any challenge can be overcome. I believe that having this trophy in the country will not only motivate our players to win the Total Energies 2023 Africa Cup of Nations, but also will remind young Zambians about the importance of sports and just how far it can get them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to congratulate Total Energies Zambia on its continuous dedication to supporting the people of Zambia through the 73 years of operations in the country. I am pleased to observe that the company has not just continued to show its commitment towards the energy sector, but has also shown great commitment in making sure its growth reflects on the Zambian people.
Government has also asked the private sector to sponsor more youths in various sports disciplines.
I further urge Total Energies to broaden its scope of assistance and also invest in the local sport development programs in order to augment the vision of the Republican President, His Excellency Mr. Hakainde Hichilema's vision to support the young sportsmen and women in the country.
Title sponsors of the event, Total Energies, have highlighted the importance of the event.
In Africa, as you know, football holds a special place in the hearts of millions. It's a source of joy, of hope and inspiration, and we are proud to be a major sponsor of this Africa Cup of Nations. A warm welcome to this beautiful trophy that is here. Our company is very proud to be able to partner with African football. A unifying sport that conveys the values of solidarity and performance that are due to Total Energies in a region which Total Energies attaches a lot of importance. As you know, we have so many operations in several countries in Africa, especially in Zambia, where we have been present for more than 70 years.
Meanwhile, the Football Association of Zambia has encouraged soccer fans to utilize the opportunity to support the national team by attending the AFCON tournament.
The Football Association of Zambia is proud to be part of this growth tour, and we hope that it will ignite the passion for the African Cup of Nations in Zambia. We look forward to the tournament where we will place the best African football and will cheer our Polo who are ready to make us proud and bring glory back to Zambia.
The trophy, which arrived in the country on Friday, 1st December, will be leaving for its 9th stop on Sunday, 3rd of December. Sarah Miti for Zanis in Lusaka.
As we end the news, we take a look at stories that made headlines. Rescue efforts for trapped miners intensify in Chingola. Distribution of 2023 and 2024 food security park farming inputs progressing. Zambia commemorates International Day of Persons with Disabilities. And tour of the AFCON Trophy in Zambia to boost morale for the 2024 AFCON Games. Thank you for watching. I am Angel Ho. Pleasant viewing.